Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and we are here for Game 2 against the Marlins. We did manage to bounce back yesterday. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers that might be watching. We just finished our last of official Mother's Day celebration. So I'm recording here just a little bit before 8 o'clock. I'm also feeling much better. If you're curious, I woke up with the same headache I went to bed with, but I finally took some migraine medicine, and that seemed to clear it up this morning. Oh, we've got Ruiz on the mound again. He really did a number on us last time. Well, he was fresh up to the majors from AAA at that point. Maybe he's got a little more wear on him now. We'll find out. I did also look, since I found out with the in-game announcer last time, Terry's leading in hits but no longer home runs. He's now 4th in the majors in home runs. I just looked at the list, but I can't promise I have it all memorized. But I think it was Chipper Jones with 16, and he's with the Mariners now. Jorge Posada, who is now a Tiger, had 14. And Albert Pujols, who is a Cardinal, has 12, and then Terry with 11. And then after him, there were like 3 or 4 people with 10. So he's still in the race, but obviously he's not hit one in May. He hit all 11 of those in April. And we're now getting close to the middle of the month. So in this game, Kester starts off with a line out to first. So if you guys remember, the last time we saw the Marlins back at our place, Ruiz, like you said, just got called up to the majors from the AAA team. And through, I think he got the complete game, all 9 innings. And we did score, I think, 1 late, but he pretty much dominated us all game. And it looks like his spot has stuck since. When, as you notice, as Chief goes into center field for a base hit. But you notice Ruiz has the orange bar, so he is a created player. He was made the same time as all of the Squirrels. He was one of the 3 pitchers that the Portland Orcas needed to round out their roster. The Orcas started off as all the free agent players that were currently in the pool for this game. And they've obviously made a lot of roster moves since. They're out leading the AL West, and I'm rooting real hard for them. So back in this game, Frank's at the plate, and he will strike out swinging. Strands 2 runners. Squirrels unable to cash in. But Ruiz, of those created players, he was supposed to be the Orcas' ace. Obviously, he didn't stick out there, but he might have found a second life here in Florida. I feel like we saw Ruiz somewhere else in between there. Kind of want to say Arizona, but don't quote me on that. I'm not totally for sure on that. So anyhow, we've got Paulie on the mound. This might be a little bit of a rough game for him. I don't know how well the knuckleball will work on a rainy day. Kind of right on cue, Aaron Hill puts that knuckleball into left field for a leadoff single. So here is Indy Chavez, who is also going to go into left field for a base hit. First 2 runners on for David Wright, who has been dangerous against us. I think we kept him in check yesterday, if I remember right. But he's got 1 or 2 homers against us and some doubles besides. He's got a 2-1 count at the moment. And he will foul this one off right into the bullpen. 2-2. Paulie goes with the knuckleball, and it gets put into left center field. That's going to score at least a run, as Marvin has to run that down at the fence. Chavez headed for home, and he will score as well. Joey's got a good arm, but nobody's got that good of an arm. So the Marlins will take the early 2-0 lead, and Paulie still has not retired a batter. David Wright, I believe, he stayed at second. He might have gone to third on that throw, but he stayed put. So here's Josh Willingham. Excuse me. Swings and misses at the first pitch and looks at a knuckleball for strike 2. Does not chase the fastball in the dirt. This one shot down the first base line, and that's fair. That's going to be another run. All right, 3-0 Marlins. Still no outs, and here is Jacobs, who's going to bunt. Fouls it away. Now it looks like he's going to swing, which he probably should. He's behind on that, or at least swung under it. Ground ball. This should be the first out. They throw to second, which was a closer play than I would have liked, but it does get the lead runner out. So finally, Paulie with an out in this inning. Cody Ross at the plate as the 6th batter this inning. He's got a 1-1 count to start things off. Does not chase that pitch. Does swing and miss at that knuckleball. 2-2. That one just a bit outside. Swing and a miss. That's the 2nd out of the inning. So here is Livingston. Runner on first with 2 outs. High fastball in there for a strike. Swings and misses at another high fastball. That might be a better pitch for Paulie today. Though he does get a swing and a miss on that knuckleball to finally end the inning. The Marlins send 7 batters to the plate. They get 4 hits and 3 runs. So the Squirrels in a hole. They will start off with Tom in the 2nd to try to dig out of it. Tom starts off the inning with a base hit up the middle. So here is Zach. He will swing and miss at a forkball. Oh, fastball right down the middle, and Zach fouls it off. Just got underneath of that. And swings and misses at a curveball that I don't think was in the zone. So here's Joey, 1 on, 1 out. He pops this one up in foul ground. Livingston runs out of room. Oh, this one gets away. Not very far, but far enough for Tom to get to 2nd. So now Joey with the runner in scoring position. And he comes up with the base hit up the middle. Tom will stay at 3rd. Probably a smart choice, as much as that pains me to say. Runners on the corners for Paulie, who is batting over 100. Seems good for him, I think, historically speaking. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Fouls that one away. You just don't want to roll into a double play. That's all right. We could take the strikeout. Paulie didn't like the call, but here's Kester. Again, runners on the corners with 2 outs. Forkball over the outside corner. Behind on a slider. This will get into right field. That'll score a run. So now 3-1 Marlins. Marvin at the plate, 2 men on. There are 2 outs. Marvin is batting left-handed. I have already forgotten what he did the first time up. I think Kester and Marvin both were out, if I remember right, and then Terry and Chief both had hits. Marvin strikes out in this at-bat, so the Squirrels leave a couple stranded, but they do get on the board. Marlins leading 3-1, and they will start off with Asdrubal Cabrera at the plate. First pitch in there for strike 1. Swings and misses at the knuckleball. That one bounces in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Knuckleball seeming to work a little better in this inning. Here's Ruiz. He apparently hasn't gotten a hit yet, though he also hasn't been on the big league roster for very long, about a week or so. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. He'll swing at that fastball. That knuckleball, not one of Paulie's best. Rolls it in for a 2-2 count. That's a better one, but Ruiz puts it into left field for his first hit of the season. And since he spent a long time in the American League, I don't know how many career hits he has, period. Aaron Hill, little bloop towards second. I thought off the bat it might have gotten into right field, but wasn't hit quite as hard as I thought, thankfully. Here's Indy Chavez. He got a hit in his first at-bat. Said it took a while for Paulie to even record an out in that first inning. It's got Chavez with an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Much better inning for Paulie. Marlins did get, I think, just the one hit out of Ruiz, but no runs, so still 3-1 lead for them as we go into the third. The Squirrels will start off with Chief, who did get a base hit in the first inning. Got as far as third, but could not come around to score. Stole a base in there, too, actually, that I didn't mention earlier. Not that I like to see him run, but at least he got there. He's down 0-2 at the moment. Hits this one in the air. Jacobs waiting, standing right by Cabrera, rather. Hill's at short. So Terry, like I said, also got a base hit. But it was too sharply hit to score the run, unfortunately. It's got a 1-1 count right now. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here's Frank. Struck out in his first at-bat. I normally right on top of how many strikeouts they had the first go-around, but I didn't think to catch that for Ruiz this time. So my apologies on that. Frank's got an 0-2 count. Base is empty. Hits this one right by second base. Aaron Hill makes the catch. Still 3-1 Marlins, and they will start off with David Wright at the plate in the bottom of the third. Well, already drank my whole cup of Pepsi Zero. Might have to refill that, I bet. David Wright has an 0-2 count. And I'll just in case anybody with any power at Pepsi's watching this, your old formula for Pepsi Zero is better than the new recipe. I've used the new recipe for a few years, but it's not great. There just weren't a lot of other zero options this morning with Papa John's when we got pizza early when my wife was still sleeping. David Wright has a 2-2 count. And he just misses outside. A full count now. And that knuckleball bounces in. That's the first walk of the game. I've never actually looked at the numbers. I would imagine Paulie probably has the most walks on our staff. I think that's just the nature of being a knuckleballer. Still doesn't really walk that many. It's just I don't think there's a lot of walks in PowerPros. Oh boy, that knuckleball didn't score it away as much as I thought it would, but no real matter. Still puts Wright on second base with no outs. And that fastball in the dirt. Willingham with a full count. Oh, thankfully swings and misses on a fastball that was very hittable. First out of the inning. Here's Mike Jacobs. Pops up to third. Chief waiting for it. That was pretty much what the doctor ordered. David Wright still on second, but now there's 2 outs with Cody Ross at the plate. Ross, I do believe, was the first out of the first inning. Grounds this one to third. Throw goes to first. I think Chief had a thought of tagging out Wright, but took the more sure play at first. So we go to the fourth. Both teams with 5 hits, but the Marlins leading 3-1. Tom is going to lead off this inning as well. He did also let off the second inning, where he got a hit and came around to score for now the only Squirrels run of the game. I hope that will change later, but I guess we'll all find out together. Tom goes to center field yet again, though this time in the air instead of the ground. Either way, it's still a single. Zach struck out in his first at-bat. Ooh, I don't know about that call, but it is called a strike. Oh boy, that was a pitch Zach should have hit, but he swung over the top of it, and then looks at strike 3 on a high fastball. Well, Joey got a base hit his first time up. And he will roll this one to third. Throw goes to second, and that will be the only out the Marlins get. It was close at first. Pauly struck out looking in his first at-bat. He's got a runner on first with 2 outs now. Rally not looking very likely at the moment. Swings and misses at a forkball. And looks at strike 3. That'll end the top of the 4th. Marlins still up 3-1. They are going to start off with Livingston at the plate in the bottom of the 4th. I guess right at this moment, the Squirrels are out hitting the Marlins, but the Marlins haven't gotten their chance to bat in the 4th, so I don't know if I can really say that just yet. Livingston's got a 1-1 count to start things off. He'll swing and miss at the changeup. 1-2. Although really, when you got a knuckleballer out there, I think the changeup's just another pitch that just breaks a little differently. He does get Livingston to swing and miss for strike 3, so that'll bring Asdrubal Cabrera to the plate, and he'll watch that fastball run inside. This one's in the zone. 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. That's a high fastball, makes it 2-2. This one's better, and Cabrera swings through it. 0-2. Here is Ruiz. I'm guessing he's had 5 at-bats to this point and got 1 hit. So I wonder if Ruiz actually has pitched to anybody other than the Squirrels in this stint in the season. He grounds out to short this time, so that will get us to the 5th inning. Now the Squirrels are out hitting the Marlins, but the Marlins ahead 3-1 in the column that matters. Kester at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Oh, that slider seems high. Ruiz really seems to be getting the benefit of the doubt here. Leads to Kester swinging at a high one. That one just a bit outside. A little surprised Kester didn't foul it off, but it was a good eye. Grounds this one to Jacobs for the first out of the inning. So here is Marvin. He is 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. He'll look at a curveball for strike 1. And a forkball on the outside corner for strike 2. Swings at a low one, but he is able to put it into right field for a base hit. A 1-out single brings Chief to the plate. He is 1 for 2. Single and a pop out. Swings early on a slider. Marvin takes off on, I think, an attempted hit and run. Oh, I think he hurt himself sliding into second. He says he can stay in the game, so I guess for now we'll leave him there. Thought about taking him out anyway out of an abundance of caution. Chief strikes out, something he doesn't do too often. Terry at the plate with the runner in scoring position, but 2 outs, but the hits leader in the majors gets it through the right side of the infield, and that will score Marvin. So that lead cut down to 1. Marvin hurts himself again. He's getting taken out of the game, no matter what the game says here at the end of the inning. Frank fouls the first pitch away. Runner on first with 2 outs. Frank would be the go-ahead run if he were to really get a hold of one, which he has not done this year. Which is, not that he hits a ton of homers, but he's usually got a few by now. Gets a base hit into left. That'll do okay. Terry on his way to third. Here comes a throw. Not in time. Frank might have been a double anyway, but definitely got there on the throw. So 2 runners in scoring position for Tom, but there are 2 outs. Tom 2 for 2 on the day. Has a 1-1 count to start this at-bat. Both hits have been into center field, so it seems like he's tracking Ruiz well. This one, unfortunately, right to David Wright, and that will end the inning. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. The Marlins still leading 3-2 now. Aaron Hill's going to be at the plate. Marvin says he has to come out. Like I said, I was going to come out anyway when he's hurt himself twice in one trip around the bases. So we'll put Miyake in there. No double switch. Just the regular backup center fielder. Hopefully he's not too hurt. One Yeah, we'll call that a complaint about this game. It does not tell me when players are actually hurt. So a lot of times they'll play one game with the green, totally deflated face telling they should be on the DL, and I don't know about it. But since he actually hurt himself publicly, I'll be sure to go actually take a look, see what we're dealing with. If I can remember, we're only in the 5th inning. David Wright starting off, or sorry, it's Aaron Hill, not David Wright. He's got a full count and then looks at strike 3, 1 down. Indy Chavez, 1 for 2 on the day. You know, Paulie, after having a rough first inning, he's up to 8 strikeouts now with a whole other inning scheduled to pitch. Maybe more if we end up with a tie. Chavez with an 0-2 count. Looks at strike 3, strikeout number 9. 2 outs in the inning. Here is David Wright. He's got a double and a walk so far. As that one runs inside. Kind of under his hands a bit. This is over the plate. Wright lets it go by. Pops this one up, but it'll make the seats. That one might have even been fouling all to the seats in our park, which has much more foul ground. Swing and a miss. That ends the inning. We move to the 6th. Marlins still up 3-2. The Squirrels have the bottom of the order coming up. Although the bottom of the order has been relatively productive. Depending on where you draw that line, I guess. Zach hasn't been. He's struck out both times today so far. Looks at strike 1. So really, I guess, if we're talking bottom of the order, Joey's been good. The other guys, not so much today. But, you know, sometimes all you got to do is complain, because there is Zach into right field for a leadoff single. Joey, 1 for 2 so far. He will ground to third, right to second, throw to first. They might have this one, and they do. 5-4-3 double play. Paulie struck out twice today, both times looking. He looks at strike 1 here. And that fastball down and away. Swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. Hits this one back to the middle. It's a slow roller. Aaron Hill took a bit of an odd route to it. So he didn't end up having a play, so that'll go down as an infield hit for Paulie. 2 outs for Kester, and he will look at strike 1. Kester, I believe, 1 for 3, but gets a base hit up the middle here. So runners now on first and second, maybe a little bit of a 2-out rally. Miyake at the plate for his first at-bat. I'm sure you all remember he just came in for Marvin, who hurt himself twice running the bases last time around. But at least he scored before he had to come out of the game. Miyake, that will get foul. He's still got an 0-2 count. Oh, gets a hold of this one. I think this is going over the fence. It sure does. A line drive home run. His first of the season. It's a 3-run shot. So that's actually going to give the Squirrels some breathing room. They go up 5-3. Boy, Miyake only hits a couple every year, and that was a very timely shot to get his first. And that's actually going to knock Ruiz out of the game. I'm not sure I would have made that move, but I'll take it. So Kirk Sarloos is going to come in and try to get out of this inning and keep the Marlins in contact here. Chief 1 for 3 on the day. Got a hit in his first at-bat. Boy, watches that cutter right down the middle. But I guess I wouldn't want to swing at the first pitch out of a pitcher either. Swings and misses at a changeup. And that cutter up and out. Chief actually is batting average under 400, sitting at 399, and that obviously can't stand, so he goes right up the middle to get his second hit of the day. Here's Terry. He's 2 for 3. So check over on Chief. That cutter stays low. And that cutter, I looked down and out, but they call it strike 1. Well, that one's definitely a strike. Terry still has not offered out a pitch in this at-bat. Hits this one foul, so still 1-2. Yeah, pitch up and away. Hits this one. That'll get into right field. Oh, and Ross, I thought he had it on the fly, but they say it short hopped. So that's another base hit. Frank at the plate. Do you think he got a hit in left field in his last at bat. 2 on with 2 outs. And he's got a 2-0 count to start things off. This should be a good pitch to hit. It was, but he didn't really get it. Grounded it back to Sarlus, and that gets the Marlins out of the inning. But a 3-run home run. Boy, and I didn't realize we're now out-hitting the Marlins by 10. That got out of hand in a hurry. Maybe taking out Ruiz was the right call. Josh Willingham at the plate to start things off for the Marlins here in the 6th. Paulie actually getting a little tired. We don't see that too often, but he's probably had to throw a lot more pitches than usual today. Gets this a ground back to him. Good throw to first, 1 away. So that will bring Mike Jacobs to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. There's a called strike. Pops this one up. Kester's going to wait for it near second base, right by the umpire, in fact. 2 away. Cody Ross, he's 0 for 2 today. He looks at strike 1, doesn't particularly care for the call, but not been super happy with this umpire either, so I guess we all have that in common. Swing and a miss. That'll make it a 1-2 count. Fouled away is going to make Paulie have to throw another pitch. This is going to get into right field, and that will get down for his first hit of the game. So here's Livingston. He struck out twice today. Paulie throws in strike 1. Really would like to get out of the inning here. That should do it. A ground ball to second. Throw goes to first, and now we get into the 7th inning. Squirrels now leading 5-3, and Tom is going to lead off another inning. That's been a pretty successful strategy this game. 2 for 3 on the day, both singles into center field. This one back up the middle as well, and another base hit. So here comes Zach, who got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at a changeup right down the middle. That changeup too low. Into left field, that's going to be another base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. We'll see if Tom breaks for home. Now he decides to stop at third, so 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. So Zach has come to life here his last couple at-bats. Here is Joey. I think he's 1 for 3. They're going to intentionally walk him to load the bases with no outs. We were planning to pinch hit anyway, but now we're definitely going to eagerly I think we're going to go with Sweeney here. Sweeney doesn't hit many home runs these days, but he does get on base a lot. Sarlus wiping his brow, starts Sweeney off with the fastball for a strike. Oh, swings and misses at a high curveball. 0-2. Hits this one into center field. That will get down. 1 run already in. Throw comes home. 2 runs in. It's now a 7-3 ball game. The Marlins going back to their bullpen. Josh Downs, I believe. Scott Downs. I feel like I've messed that up before. Scott Downs is going to come in and try to mop up the mess here, but we're now out of save range. Kester at the plate. Still nobody out in the inning. He bunts. Both runners take off, and that's going to be a base hit. Base hit bunt loads the bases again. Here's Miyake, who fresh off of hitting his first home run of the year. Looks at a ball. Hits a ground ball right to Cabrera. Throw goes home. They do get that force out. That is the only out they get. But it does save a run. So Chief at the plate. 2 for 4 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Bases loaded with 1 out. Oh, he's behind on that slider. That was too bad. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the day. Chief not quite being himself up there. Terry's got 2 or 3 hits. I can't remember for sure. Watches that pitch go down and away. This one's too high. It's a 2-0 count. Terry watches that one catch the outside corner. This one too far inside. It's a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss. Full count. Runners will take off. There they go. Terry takes a walk. That will force in the 8th run of the game, and this is turned into a bit of a disaster for the Marlins after it started off so well. So Frank at the plate takes strike 1. Base is still loaded with 2 outs. Grounds this one to second. Throw goes to first, and that gets the Marlins to the stretch, but they now trail 8-3 as Dribble Cabrera will be hitting on the other side. Get the volume set back here. Good enough. All right. So Nakai, I'm assuming we'll pitch 2 here. And we can let Sweeney play left. That should be fine. He's fast. He's got a good arm. Don't have to be a strong defender in left field anyway. All right, Cabrera has struck out in both at-bats so far today. Curveball in there for a strike. Another curveball swung on and missed. Blows in a fastball, and Cabrera cannot react. 1 away. Downs is going to get to hit for himself here. The Marlins may be already raising the white flag. He's got a 1-1 count. Fastball fouled off. Makes it 1-2. Changeup bounces in, but it gets a swing and a miss anyway. Here's Aaron Hill. Got a hit back in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a curveball. Fastball in there for a strike. His changeup is fouled away right into the seats in front of the bullpen. That changeup out of the zone. It's 1-2. Throws another one, and that's going to get into center field for his second hit of the day. Runner on first with 2 outs. Here's Andy Chavez. Got a hit in his first at-bat, struck out in his last 2, and starts off with a swing and a miss in this at-bat. Another swing and a miss. And this one down and away. 1-2. Kai throws in another fastball. Doesn't quite get the call. Still 2-2. This one hit towards Joey. He'll throw to first. And that will bring us to the 8th inning. Still an 8-3 Squirrels lead. Tom again going to lead off an inning. Tom 3 for 4 on the day. Looks at strike 1, a backdoor slider. Hits this one. We can call that center field, as all of his hits have been towards the middle. This one's going to go for a double. All of his other hits have been singles. So here is Zach. He's gotten a couple hits today. Runner in scoring position with nobody out. Swings and misses at a fastball. Looks at a fastball, 0-2. Downs wiping his brow. He might still have a ways to go in this inning. Swing and a miss. I'm not sure it was supposed to be a changeup, but that's how it worked. Runner on second now with 1 out. Joey with at least 1 hit in the game. Looks at a strike on the outside corner. Hits this one a pop-up to second. So now 2 away, and here is Sweeney at the plate, his second at-bat of the day. That pitch up by his head, but he didn't flinch. Then down by his feet, Sweeney still staying strong up there. Looks at a fastball down the middle. Pulls this one foul right over. Well, no, it'll still end up in the bullpen off the wall out there. Oh, that one he flinched back at. Full count, 2 outs. Runner only on second, though, so Tom stays put. And Sweeney draws a walk. All right, here's Kester. 2 runners on with 2 outs. That slider down by his feet. And the changeup's outside. Make it a 3-0 count. Downs having trouble finding the zone. Gets that one in there. 3-1. Strike 2. Full count. Runners will take off this time. Kester puts a line drive to Cabrera, which he does grab. 20 hits in this game for the Squirrels. They lead 8-3. David Wright's going to lead off for the Marlins. It's a big lead, so Nakai gets a second inning. David Wright has an order, doubled, walked, and struck out. Puts this one hit hard in left field, but well foul. 1-1. Curveball, backdoor curve for a strike. Another curveball gets a swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. So here's Josh Willingham. 1 for 3, I do believe, as that curveball bounces in. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Swing and a miss again, makes it 1-2. Into center field, that'll be a base hit. So here is Mike Jacobs, 0 for 3 today. Hits a ground ball through the left side of the infield. 2 runners on, 1 out for Cody Ross, who did get a base hit in his last at-bat. Swings and misses at a changeup. Foul tip for strike 2. Changeup gets a swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. Here is Livingston. I honestly can't remember what he's done today. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. Little pop-up. Kester should have that in very shallow grass, and he does. To get us into the 9th inning. It's 8-3, Squirrels leading, and they'll have Miyake coming to the plate to start off this final frame. Marlins go to the bullpen. Randy Wolf's going to take over on the mound. All right, Miyake 1 for 2, 3-run homer was that one hit. So for somebody who didn't really know if he was going to play today, he's had a pretty good day. He's got a 1-1 count in this at bat. Swings and misses at a high changeup. That fastball too high, 2-2. Hits this one, a ground ball to Jacobs at first. 1 down, here is Chief. He is 2 for 5, average sitting right at 400. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one foul. That will make it 0-2. Grounds this one to third, right on to first, 2 away. So here is Terry. He is 3 for 4. He does have a walk in his last at-bat. So I had to trip me up worse than it should have. Terry gets a hit right to Cabrera. He short hops it and then gets it to first. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 9th. It's still 8-3 Squirrels. Is Drupal Cabrera due up? And we are going to switch pitchers. Get Zap in here to clean things up. He's actually fully rested for once. We'll get Quinton into the game, actually get people playing their natural positions. Now, Sweeney might be more of a natural third baseman, but he's rated for both corner infield, so. Cabrera looks at strike one. That's going to be a base hit into center field. Marlins not quite done yet. I assume they will be pinch hitting for Randy Wolf. So we will see David DeLucci instead. He swings and misses at a breaking ball. Well, that's going to be up the middle again, so Marlins showing some life. Here's Aaron Hill. Swings and misses at a changeup. That breaking ball too low. Changeup into left field. That'll drop in. Maybe score a run. It's going to be close. He is in there. 8-4 now, and Zap yet to retire anybody. Indy Chavez swings and misses at a breaking ball. Still 2 runners on and no outs. Fastball up by his head. Swing and a miss. That wasn't a great pitch either, but got Chavez to chase it. And that changeup outside. 2-2. Fastball into center field again. That's going to be another base hit. Throw coming home. I don't think it's on line. 8-5. David Wright. Oh, I didn't. Oh, we might have gotten a gift. Whoa, we didn't tag him! What are we doing? I was going to change to Shibuya, but I thought about it too long. David Wright's down 0-2, though. Both runners in scoring position. Wright fouls this one off. Wright is the tying run at the plate. Should have had an out there, but Chief got in a hurry and didn't actually make the tag. Zach is going to catch that one on the fly. Both runners took off. A triple play? Oh, almost. Almost a triple play. I don't think we've done that yet in our existence. So now here's Josh Willingham at the plate. Runner on second now with 2 outs, and he has a 1-1 count. That one over the outside corner, make it 1-2. This should get it. Throw to first, and that ends the game. Got a little dicey there at the end, but your final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 8, Florida Marlins 5. Boy, I wanted that triple play so bad. Oh. Let's see what they pick for highlights here. I don't know who they're going to pick for player of the game, but I think it ought to be Miyake for this hit. Just a line drive shot. It wasn't a high majestic one. Just a line drive that kept going. And that long throw in the hole for Joey. They do go with Miyake, as I feel like they should have. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we're going to finish up with the Marlins tomorrow. We'll see you then.